Okay, so in this video, we will understand chatbot GPT, limitation uses, and how to use ChatGPT. So first, let's understand what is ChatGPT. And before that, let me introduce you to what we will go through. We will introduce GPT, its positive, its negatives, also the implication of ChatGPT, and we will work with ChatGPT how to really get started with it. So first of all, let's understand what is ChatGPT. So it is an AI trained model and it used supervised machine learning to train the model, and it uses reinforcement learning to make itself better, learn from previous examples. And in this way, it interacts in a very conversational manner, just like a human will do, just like a human will answer intelligently. Okay, so let's understand a bit more about it. It was developed by OpenAI and it was released in November 2022. And this is GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer, and it is a family of language models. And it is an improved version of OpenAI's GPT-3 or GPT 3.5. So now let's go on understanding some positives or its strength of ChatGPT. Now, New York Times says that it is the best artificial intelligence chatbot ever released for the public. The Guardian says that it can generate impressively detailed and human-like text, and yes, it does this because we will see this in the example that it gives you a long, informative text and answers, but it is quite verbose also. Once you read it, you will understand that what information you need and what not. And it has also the potential to replace the Google search engine because it addresses the questions by providing answers rather than giving you many search links or results. So when you're using the search link or Google search, you get various websites, and the links. So it takes a lot of time to get your answer. So with ChatGPT, you get quick answers to your questions. And Google considered it as a threat and so launched its competitor that was Google Bard. So again, Google Bard is again its chatbot, and it's also translate languages, generate text, and also answers the questions in a very informative manner. So now coming to the negatives of ChatGPT, it is like now, this is not accepted by educators, journalists, academics, artists, and even public advocates because they think that it gives misguided information and even misleading information at times. And educators are really worried because students are now have started copying the data from it because they're easily getting the answers of all their queries with ChatGPT. So it's really a threat to the creative and artistic ability, the originality of a person. Okay, so now again the further negatives, that is like the International Conference on Machine Learning, it has banned any undocumented use of ChatGPT or other language models to generate any text and paper. So it has banned all the publications or the people who have submitted the papers using ChatGPT. It is banned in this academics if you are really publishing in this international conference. Um, and it can produce automated comments, and this can have an effect on democracy. It can lead to fake news, it can lead to threats, and it can go viral. And this has really severe implications also. Like what are the implications here? First of all, it is cybersecurity. So it has the potential to write phishing emails and malware if it is being clubbed with, OpenAI codex. And again, in academia, plagiarism, submission generated by ChatGPT, it is a concern because these days it is being used widely, and academics is really having problem to deal with this. So they are coming up with ways to stop and ban ChatGPT for the academic purposes. For judicial usage, what happened in Pakistan, the session court judge in Pakistan, he used ChatGPT to decide the bail of a 13-year-old. So this is the implication of ChatGPT. I mean, you cannot rely on ChatGPT for giving a judicial verdict. So this is what the implication is, and it is really a cause of concern whether to trust this automated generated AI rather than human intelligence and capabilities. So I leave this question on to you to decide its positives and negatives and use it wisely. So now let us just move on to understanding how to use ChatGPT. How do we use ChatGPT? So here is ChatGPT, and we'll open the first link, that is OpenAI introducing ChatGPT. So this is an OpenAI as we have seen, and it is an interactive chatbot which gives you a lot of information. So if you want to use it, just click on chat, try ChatGPT. So once you will click on this, it will ask for login or sign up. So since I am using it for the first time, let's try sign up. And here I will continue with Google. And okay, I'll choose one of my accounts. Actually, it is asking a lot of information, it's asking an access to your email, to your phone number, stuff like that. So it'll take some time. Okay, Priyanka. And it's asking for my birth date. So, okay. Continue. Send code via WhatsApp. You'll get a code on WhatsApp, and what you can do is you can just OpenAI verification code it's asking, and then this my code is something like this, and now we can use this. Okay, so free research preview, and it's to get external feedback in order to improve the system and make it safer. And okay, so it is also giving you a warning that it sometimes generate incorrect or misleading information, and the information could be biased or offensive. So it is not intended to give you any advice. So please take care of this thing, that this is just meant for some getting some information or cross checking what you know already. Please don't use it for getting any advices. Okay, and don't share your sensitive information, and conversations can be reviewed by AI trainers to improve our system. Okay, so they can use this information. Next, okay, um, okay, done. So now you can see that the examples of you can see the some of the examples. You can see the limitations also. So, and this knowledge is limited to 2021. That means the data that they have is till 2021, and whatever data now they will generate, they will again train the system. So it is also based on reinforcement learning. So let me just write here reinforcement learning and see what it gives me. And I guess you can see the spelling is wrong because I want to check whether it is giving me right spelling or not. So yeah, so it is giving me a lot of information about reinforcement learning. That is, it is a type of machine learning in which an agent learns to make decisions by interacting with an environment, and the agent takes actions and environment receives feedback or punishments, which is right. And the goal of an agent is to learn a policy which is mapping from states to actions that maximizes the cumulative reward. So this is what it is. So now I can just write here examples of reinforcement learning. Again, I'm using the same spelling mistake and also some errors. So let's see whether it understands these things. So now it's giving me some examples. Game playing is an example, robotics is an example, and autonomous driving is an example, recommender system, resource management, gaming, computing. Yeah, these are the few examples it has given me. Okay, so now if I write here something like for R, if I write tidy R not working, let's see what it gives me. So sometimes it says that something went wrong, but you can regenerate the response. Okay, I can refresh this and try it again. If something happens like this, then you can again send a message that tidyr is a package in R, so tidyr not working in R. If I simply write this, I don't think so it is responding to me. Sometime it does this also. Suppose you have some coding error or bug, you can write package not found, package not found in R. So let's see what it gives me. It means they are trying, it has not been installed, then installed packages, for example, ggplot2. So it is giving me an example also, how do you do that. This is not a specific problem. So suppose I write here not working, then let's say what it gives. It's just like an introduction, how do you do with a person. So it is saying that if this is not working, then you can check the permissions, package is not available, or internet connection or version. So it is just doing a lot of search behind this query and using the previously stored or recently available data to give me these responses. And behind this, it is using supervised machine learning and also reinforcement learning to improve the other answers if someone else asks. Okay, so this is using machine learning and supervised reinforcement learning. Okay, so now if I suppose I want to study about Python list. So let's see what it gives me with an example if it can teach me Python list. Okay, so it is just telling me what is this, and then it tells me, okay, this is a list of fruits, and it starts with 0 index. So it is showing me indexing, and it is also telling me the append function, insert function, okay, insert one kiwi, remove function, delete function. So all these functions it's telling me about list. These are a few basic operations you can perform. So what are the things which has been left out is slicing, okay, and different creating list, data frame from a list. Many things are being left out, but this is just giving me very basic thing which is already available on internet. Very basic beginner level stuff. You cannot do further research with this, that is for sure. Okay, so now suppose I write here calculus for machine learning. So if I want to study about that, so you can also read that something went wrong. So it's like it's always good to ignore by saying something went wrong. Okay, so let me write here. Let me see what it gives for linear algebra for machine learning. See, so this should not be repeated again and again that something went wrong. If I'm writing something, that means if you're not knowing that thing, simply confess. Linear algebra for ML. Let's see what it gives me. See, it is not giving me that response. I don't know what's wrong. It should give me. If I just refresh it again and let me try it again, should give me. Yeah, because this is widely searched for ML. Okay, crucial role. Let's see how what it gives me. So it's giving me vectors, matrices, linear equations. Okay, eigenvector, eigenvalues. Okay, what else? Matrix factorization, linear regression, optimization. Overall, it is a foundational concept essential for understanding algorithms and models. Okay, it's giving very basic things about linear algebra. So all in all, I can say that you just get a very general information here and not much information from ChatGPT. If you want to do research, you would not get something which is of really productive and efficient, but you will just get what is there. It is quite verbose. It gives you a lot of information, but you have to check, whether really it is useful or not. You have to read it and you have to understand whether this information will be useful for your project and not just copy pasting it. Apply your brains because this has not replaced human brains. Humans are here to stay to make sense of things. So this is just the thing which is good for, general basic understanding, but not for the in-depth knowledge. If I just wanted to find something, so I wrote here chat GPT keywords for the YouTube video. So it is giving me these keywords like AI, ML, NLP, and so on, which is not relevant for this. So let me refine my search and chat GPT keywords for YouTube. So basically, I want to use it for YouTube. Let me see what it gives me. Okay, so it is not understanding the real problem. It is giving me all sort of things which I don't want. So this is generating some irrelevant information which is not useful. Okay, so you cannot blindly trust ChatGPT for your research. Suppose I want ChatGPT introduction for YouTube. Let me see what it gives, so that I can copy and paste that. Let's see. It's just giving you. Let's see what it gives me. Is it giving me something? Yes. Hello and welcome, and I'm ChatGPT, trained by OpenAI OK architecture, and this is whether you're looking for information on science, tech, entertainment, and anything. I will provide you with insight and informative answers, which is quite wrong. With an advanced natural language processing capability, I can understand and respond to questions in conversation and engaging way. It is very verbose though. It will just trap you and all that stuff. So whether you are this thing, I don't want this thing. This is misguiding. Wide range of topics related to technology, business. Okay, so this is not what I'm looking forward for. I just want to write that um, whether this chat GPT is productive or not, efficient or not, and its limitations, its usage, and how far can you take it for your research. So I don't think so. I would be using this for my description for the YouTube video. So was this response better or worse? But I don't want to give any suggestions to this because it is not so good. I would again regenerate response. Let's see if the third time what it gives me. I am ChatGPT. Okay, the first two lines are fine. It's a language model. It's capable of generating human-like. Okay, range of topics. All right, this was fine. Thanks for tuning in. Let's dive into the world of knowledge and exploration together. That's quite fine. You can take a few lines from here. So this is how ChatGPT works. You can use it for your own research. I mean, a basic description, general description if you want. And this is how it works. So yeah, I'll stay tuned and I'll come next with more videos. Thank you.